It's sad that we are divided because of our race. If we want to be, quote unquote, united, why is there a Black History Month? If there were a White History Month, that would be considered racist. Hey, there's a predominant culture. The predominant culture in America is European and white. So let's be realistic. I took white history in school all the time. Let's be realistic. Really? Seriously? I took it all the time. There are things about Black culture that I guarantee you many of you never were exposed to in school, even if you had diverse kids in your school. So what I would say to that is I think we need to have, gosh, I mean, there's so many. I mean,
so you can't even name any. You're not,
I can
you're
name.
not
There's a lot. I'm trying to think of where I start. Queen Nzinga. Do you know who Queen Nzinga was?
No.
Do you know that she was a leader that the Dutch didn't want to give place to? And the way that they did that is they ruled her out and didn't give her a chair. She had so much authority over people that on cue they actually went down on their fours and became a chair for her so she could engage in negotiations with the Dutch people. How many people heard about that in school? A woman who was a leader. So there's a lot of things like that. So what I would say is I think the reason we have Black History Month is because there's clearly been an underrepresentation and an undervaluing of Black culture in American history. And I think there's a place for elevating the value of that. So I'm not anti that. I'm also not anti learning about any other culture. I want to know about Hispanic culture because my wife is Hispanic. I want to know about Asian culture because these are all the cultures that make up America. But the truth is, in school, we don't get that lens. We tend to get a Eurocentric lens of our American history.
So what happens if someone does the white entertainment channel? Other than watching people who can't dance, it would be a very boring one to watch.
I don't have a problem with that. I think like honestly, one of the places I really want to go and haven't gone yet is I want to go to Europe. You know, a lot of the books that I read, I am fascinated with European history, and I'm not fascinated with it just because of the slave. I'm fascinated with it. There's incredible parts of European history that need to be celebrated and valued and deeply shape who we are and who we think about. It certainly shapes our government and all those kinds of things. So I'm not anti any of that.